welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to talk about Valentine's Day Massacre. And when I was doing my research, it seemed like I was kind of watching a movie. I don't know if it happens to you, but when I'm reading something I visualize things in my head, so it really seemed like I was watching a movie. It's the kind of stuff that you only think it happens in movies. I don't know if it's because I live in a small country. In case you don't know, I live in Portugal, and I don't think we have gangs here. I mean, not anymore. I don't know if we had in the past. I have to search about that after I film this video. But anyways, before we start this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already, and click the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time I upload new videos. I post videos every Saturday, and right now I'm finally done with college, so my classes are over. I'm just waiting for my grades. But yeah, so now I don't think I'm gonna miss an upload, at least during the summer. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to film 2 videos a week. I will only post 1 video a week, but I'm trying to film 2 videos a week so I make sure I don't miss an upload if for some reason there's a week that I can't film. This case was suggested by one of you, and if you want to suggest a case, you can reach out to me through the comments or through my social media. My Instagram, my Twitter will be linked down below in the description box. But yeah, enough about that, and let's just start this video. So there was 2 gangs. Irish Northsiders that was led by George Bugs Moran, and Italian Southside gang that was led by Al Capone. And these 2 gangs were rivals, and Al Capone was known for eliminating his enemies. From 1924 to 1930, the city of Chicago was known for violence and lawlessness. Over the years, Al Capone was responsible for the most crimes that were happening in Chicago by killing his rivals. In 1924, authorities counted 16 gang-related murders. And this continued until 1929, reaching a high of 64 murders in 1 year. And federal authorities had much less jurisdiction than they have today, so they didn't include Chicago's gang-related activities. Now let's talk about what happened on February 14th of 1929, Valentine's Day. One of Al Capone's longtime enemy was George Bugs Moran, who was the leader of the Irish Northside gang. He ran his bootlegging operation out of a garage at 2122 North Clark Street. On that day, 7 members of the Moran's gang were gunned down while lined up facing the wall of the garage. They were murdered by 2 men that were dressed as police officers, and it's believed that it was Al Capone who ordered the murders. But they were supposed to murder the head of the gang and some 3 or 4 members if that were possible, but it was believed that George Bugs Moran was the one that should have been murdered on that garage. But if it was Al Capone who ordered the murders, he didn't have much luck because George was not at the garage. Luckily, he was not there. When the real police officers arrived at the scene, they noticed that Frank Gusenberg, one of the members, was still alive. They tried to question him, but he ended up dying. While they were talking to him, they asked him who did it, who shot him, and he said that no one had shot him, even though he had 14 bullet wounds. But he never said who did it, so if he knew who he was, that secret died with him. There were a few eyewitnesses, but that didn't help much because the only thing they saw was police officers entering a garage. They thought those police officers were going to arrest those men, so they don't really know much. And as I said, Al Capone is the prime suspect of this case, but he said that he has nothing to do with it because he was in his house in Florida at that time. He still could have ordered someone to do it for him. But no one was brought to trial, so this case still remains unsolved. But the Valentine's Day Massacre was only the beginning of Al Capone's downfall. He became one of the most famous gangsters of the country, and newspapers named him the public enemy #1. Federal authorities began to investigate Capone after he failed to appear before a federal grand jury in March of 1929. When he finally appeared and testified, he was arrested for contempt of court. He was then released only to be arrested again in May for carrying concealed weapons. He then served 9 months in prison and was released for good behavior. I still don't understand why this is a thing. No one should left prison because they had a good behavior. I still don't understand this. It was not for having a good behavior that they end up there, was it? They don't need to leave 2 years earlier or 1 year earlier just because they have a good behavior. No. That shouldn't even exist, but that's just my opinion. But let's get back to this case. In February of 1931, federal court found Al Capone guilty on the contempt charge and sentenced him to 6 months in prison. Meanwhile, the U.S. Treasury Department was investigating him for income tax evasion. And in June of the same year, he was indicted for evasion of the federal income tax. And in October, he was sentenced to 11 years in prison, first in Atlanta and then in Alcatraz. He was released in 1939 and he died at his home in Florida as a recluse in 1947. So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this case. But if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already, and click the bell next to it so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I post videos every Saturday. And if you want to suggest a case, you can reach out to me through the comments or through my social media. My Instagram, my Twitter will be linked down below in the description box. And yeah, as I said, leave in the comments your thoughts about this case. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye!